You can see it's a painting the much as I can. Particularly in this show, I try to show different styles than I do. I do acrylic, I do airbrush. I started from the beginning with photography. So it's a very different show for me because I put the best that I have from 2013 and 2014. Any show is different. Depends on different inspiration, depends what is going on. For example, there's some paintings over there that I do it right now recently. It's just about Obama, for example, for the immigration reforms. And that painting was a pure inspiration of what I see in the news. So, and I say, that is an important moment right now happening here in the country. I have to do something about it. I like in my paintings, I can put some message. That is my mission. So go with the times, depends what is going on in the country, in the city, with me, with you guys, with everybody. I'm gonna paint something about that, reflecting, what is going on in society. I think that is the mission of any painter. I'm not a writer, I am a painter, so it's what I do.
I think Orlando wants to become an art center, but I just think it has a little ways to go. But we're such a young city, I think. But I don't think there's as much of appreciation here for the artist as I think there should be. There's just a lot more that goes into being an artist, learning how to paint, and so a lot of people say, well, how long did it take you to do that? Well, my pat answer is about 59 years. Only because it takes your life experience and a lot of other experiences, not just the painting experience, but just life experiences, to go into the expression that kind of has to come out in the paint. I really believe this community needs to step up a little bit. I feel there are a lot of dedicated people here, obviously the other artists and the people running the center here, the Art Factory. I just think there are a lot of people that want this to grow, and I just think it needs to do so. I think it needs to try to look at other examples of what's going on in other art centers, cities. If people don't do that, their best artists are going to leave. A lot of young people they haven't lived long enough to realize that everything takes time and not only effort, but persistence is truly, that's the key to everything. It's also something that has to come from your heart.
I'm representing the artist Enrique Bustamante. He was my teacher when I was in middle school. He was my teacher in high school too. And right now, he's a really famous artist in Peru. He has a big trajectory commemorated by the Congress of Peru the last year on 2013. Yeah. And now it's the first time here in the United States. He's not here because he's flying tomorrow to Miami. We did this with Richard Bernechea. He's an artist from Uruguay. First time in downtown Orlando. I like it. People are so friendly. Yeah, because in Miami it's different. People ask many questions, and I feel good here.
I'm a 27-year-old artist. I'm originally from Louisiana. The art that I do is expressionism. So most of my inspirations come from different gangster movies and mob movies that I've done. I'm also inspired by different artists like de Kooning, Basquiat, and movies and books that I read is what really inspires me the most. This is the most popular gallery I feel in the Orlando area. So to have our artwork as a collective in the gallery showing for a month is very exciting for us. The Solution Artist Collective, currently it's about 6 or 7 of us, and pretty much we all have different styles and we all embrace our style and is pretty strong and passionate about it. So we just get together and we just try to make the best artwork that we can for everyone. And we just feel like we're the solution to any art problem that you would have. Each one of us picked a different ism. We have everything from racism to, I have gangsterism, and I think heroism. So we have 6 different isms.
My ism is Hermeticism. It's basically living in a state of social exclusion for religious or practical means. I spent a period where I didn't speak to anybody I cared about. I feel like that really affects my work because it gives me a certain sort of insight in a way that one would fast in the name of God. They would become closer to God every time they got hungry. They would think, why were they doing it?
With this show, we had the challenge of tackling a word that we felt was important and that we felt would explain something new and different about us and challenge ourselves to do a new direction. And I chose racism. And it's just because of all the current things that are happening right now. Being a black person and being an artist, I felt like this is the only thing I can do to speak about racism or to speak about the current events that are going on right now. They explain just different aspects of what it is to be black, but also what it is to be a person. The one called How We Love is a mother just wiping some dirt off of her son's face. And everyone has had a mother like that, and that's what I wanted to portray. These are all things that are universal, and I wanted to portray that, and I wanted people to see that we're all related because we're all human.
And I am representing for Natasha Brockman, the artist. She started art at a young age, and it was more of an outlet for her, a self-expression, to get away from her own experiences in life or to just indulge in her own creative world. She's self-taught and self-trained. This show was focused on dualism. Natasha, she focused on the balance of everything, being able to be balanced within chaos, within so many different challenges. With this one, even with her, she has a light and a dark side of her, and focus on the darkness as well as the light and the heaviness and the innocence and the purity of it all. I think art is so important in any community, and I'm so glad that Orlando is so much more involved in supporting and pushing this forward, because this is something that we need as a community, to come together, to be inspired by each other, and to feel, not just feel, but hear someone's story, knowing that people go through things and sometimes we forget that, and it's okay to lean on each other, and this brings the community together by people coming out.
I'm a mixed media artist. I like to use spray painted backgrounds, as you can see here, and I like to go crazy with the acrylics. I'm from New York, so I have a big graffiti background. Just growing up on the trains, just seeing nothing but graffiti, and comic books. I love comic books. I love being an Envy. I've come to so many of the shows, and it just feels amazing to be a part of this, because I love what Envy is doing and what Trey's doing here. You could say a lot with your artwork, and people who don't have a voice can speak through art. If you don't have the words, you can really express something. Like, I love what's going on with the events, and it's very important.
This show is called 200 and Under, and these are all pieces of artwork that are basically $200 and under, all local. Technically, it's my show. These are friends and also artists. This show was kind of put together at the last minute, but it's something that I've been wanting to do again.
Great opportunity for networking, expanding your business opportunities, and just meeting talented creatives.
Art is important for the fact that it creates the future of tomorrow, as well as still giving homage to things that have gone on yesterday.
Providing a way for people to express their feelings and allowing others into their lives.
And it's just to bring the community closer together. I think that's what we need as just Orlando in general.
No matter what stage that you're at, emerging, established, graffiti, urban, contemporary, illustration, it all needs to be seen.
If you're seeking for inspiration, you can definitely find it out here on Third Thursdays.
I have a great time. A lot of people here. It was very good. It's just about Christmas. Usually we have a lot more people, but I have a good time always. We're gonna stay here for the next month, so everybody's free to come. It's free admission. Have a lot of art to watch, nice pieces. It's a very good show to come and watch for free. The best time in Orlando, the best gallery in Orlando. So what else we're gonna do in downtown when you're looking for art? I think that's the place, I like it. No, thank you everybody for coming tonight. Thank you everybody. The people working here is so great to have, and then great support, and I love everybody. It was so much fun. Thank you for coming.